China's reputation as a global superpower could soon crumble, with its population on track to plummet by over a billion in the coming decades. Worrying statistics show that if China's birth rates continue to plunge as their death rates surge at the current rate, then the population could go from 1.4 billion as it is today down to 390 million in less than 75 years. A top Chinese demographer has accused Beijing of covering up the truth for decades and has warned even Xi Jinping is helpless to stop his nation's eventual decline. Yi Fushan, known as the lead critic against China's one-child policy, has been working to expose his home nation's population woes for years. He told The Sun, avoiding demographic and civilizational collapse requires nothing less than a social, economic, cultural and political paradigm shift. More than 3 decades of collective malfeasance by Chinese officials and demographers has so muddied the demographic data. Now no one, not even top-level officials like President Xi, knows the real numbers, much less understands the severity of the demographic crisis. As of 2026, the median age in China is around 40 years old, with an estimated 15% of citizens being over 65. These figures are around the average for a major world economy, but below the surface, the figures are a cause for concern. China recorded a historic low in births in 2024, sitting at only 7.92 million, the lowest since 1939, when their population sat at just over 500 million. China also has one of the lowest fertility rates in the world, at around just 1 birth per woman, far below the world average of 2.1 children per woman. This lack of births has also caused the average age of residents to shoot up. Current predictions state that if China continues on such a historic period of turmoil, then 450 million people, around a third of its population, will be aged over 60 by the year 2035. Government data from 2025 also shows China's death rate rose to 8.04 per 1,000 people, the highest since 1968. Yi argues that this major population crisis falls at the feet of Xi and his top government. Chinese leaders need to wake up from the unrealistic Chinese dream of national rejuvenation, he says. They must face up to the cruel demographic reality and fix their fatal flaws to avoid the collapse of its population and entire civilization. The government has tried to introduce policies to address the population crisis, but has yet to formally acknowledge the looming issues publicly. They are trying to lower the cost of childbearing, parenting and education and have officially scrapped the one-child policy back in 2016, but the moves have done little to stop the concerning population trends.